Good morning, one and all. I am Saloni, and today again I have come up with this activity which is called the problems to learn English. As you all know that most of the learners while speaking in English they have the different types of the anxiety, they have the different types of the problems which always stop them to not speak fluently and confidently. As you can see that there are five which are the biggest problems for the learner to not let them speak confidently English. First is shyness and hesitation. As you all know that shyness and hesitation is the biggest barrier of the English learner which always put them down in front of others. They always try to get shy that what if I am going to be judged by others? What if I do not speak confidently in front of others? What if I make mistakes before others? Because of which they always get afraid while trying in front of others. So I mean to say that shyness and hesitation is the natural problem which everybody has. When I started my journey of English, that time I also had the shyness and hesitation. Means hesitation and shyness is the natural, but you have to overcome it by practicing on the regular basis. Second is discontinuity. Discontinuity is also considered as a problem. Means they have the curiosity whenever they take their step ahead in the life to learn English. That time they have the curiosity, but they are unable to maintain their consistency due to which they never ever accomplish their goal, their desire which they look for. So whenever you are really interested, whenever you want to speak English from heart and soul, then what you have to do it, you have to be consistent. You must have perseverance. Without being consistent, I don't think so you are going to get anything. In this life, consistency is the key to success. If you are consistent, then everything can be grabbed by you, else it will not. Third is lack of confidence. While lack of confidence is also considered as a problem, because whenever they start their journey of English, that time they have little bit confidence, but when they are going to be judged by others, that time they feel little bit nervous, they feel despondent, and their confidence breaks down, due to which they do not continue their journey further also. So lack of confidence is always there when you don't have the experience, when you don't have the knowledge. When you have knowledge, automatically confidence will approach you. So what you have to do, never ever let the self doubt get on the top of you. Simply whatever you know, you have to start, because it is said that start what you know. Why it is said that, means it doesn't mean that for learning English you must have to go for grammar, you must have to use the fancy vocabs, idioms, phrases, all this. Simply, if you know a few vocabs, start with that. Why I am saying, if you really want to be a good swimmer, for that you have to directly jump into the water. Then after you are going to learn the swimming. Similarly, if you want to be the best speaker in English, you have to try speaking every single day. Then your confidence will be boosted, else it will not. Fourth, fear of judgment and glossophobia. As you know that glossophobia means some people are afraid of talking publicly. Even they can't talk in front of a couple of people. So what you have to do, whenever you have fear of judgment, yeah, when you have the glossophobia, simply you have to avoid it. Don't think about that, because whenever you are going to mind on that what people are going to say, your progress will be stopped and your mind will be pessimistic. So don't let criticism and judgment get on the top of you. Why? It is also considered the one kind of preventer which always prevent you to not speak fluent English. Fifth is social environment and negative comment. Why it is said that social environment and negative comment is also considered as a problem, because whenever you try to open up your mouth in order to learn English, that time you always try to think of others. You always try to think of being judged by the people around you. Whenever you start, your surrounding might comment you badly. Oh, he or she is trying to be aggressive and all, like that kind of the comment you will be getting. But what you have to do, simply close your ears, don't listen to them, just act like you are a deaf. If you act like you are a deaf, then automatically that comment will not dominate on you. That comment will not shatter your confidence level. So simply you just have to do whatever you have decided, because these problems are the biggest barriers. It is considered as an obstacle. So when the problems which you are facing while learning English, these are the obstacles for you. What you have to do it, you have to simply break it. Be free and try practice a lot. Now I tell you some tips how you can improve your English. First, practice. No matter who you are, where you have to always practice. Try speaking in front of the mirror, stand, speak more and more. That's how you are going to build up your confidence and you are going to improve your English, and you have to practice a lot. Then you can try the recording. Recording is also considered the unique ways by which it can facilitate your English to be improved. Like that you have to do it. Apart from it, what you have to do it, you can try to practice visualization, in the sense that do the studying practice. Nowadays a lot of sources are available on the internet. If you try any of those, try to listen to the native speakers, try to listen to the celebrities. Even there are many channels which will help you, and after listening to them, what you have to do it, you just have to mimic. If you try to mimic their way of talking, their